This satisfying dish pairs our Persian Tzatziki sauce with braised lamb and zucchini fritters inspired by famed chef Yotam Ottolenghi. From the market, farm fresh eggs. Brilliant and bright summer squash zucchini. And ruby red radish. Time for a peaceful prep. I use these cut-resistant food-grade gloves. They're easier and quicker for grating our summer squash. You can just as easily use a food processor if you like that better. From the root and squash family, zucchini. They're full of vitamin A, which support our vision and immune system. Enjoy the simple sounds and rhythm of grating. Meditation time, free of screen time. Now, there is one key step to these fritters, and that is to squeeze out as much of the liquid from the squash as possible. I forgot to do this, as you'll see in a minute, but trust me, it helps bind the ingredients for a better sauté. Radish are easy to prep, as they too just need a simple grating for the fritters. Easy to mix it all together into one big bowl of nutritious goodness. You only need half a large onion. Cut, peel the outer skin, and grate along with the rest of your ingredients. Snap off 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Peel, and I just keep grating. Then add in a bit of grated lemon rind. Finally, we prep our heavenly herbs. Anything goes really, but mint here is an ideal pairing for a Mediterranean flair. Strip the leaves from the stems and finely chop. To bind our fritter ingredients together, we use our farm fresh eggs. Eggs have a whole host of ingredients we humans need to thrive, from vitamin B12 to folate. Simply crack into a bowl, however you like, being mindful to keep the shells out, and then add a touch of salt for sparkle. Finally, a few whisks with a fork. Easy. Pour the egg mixture over the zucchini mixture. And then I add protein-rich almond flour for further binding and nutrients. For a little seasoning, ground sumac, a vibrant burgundy-colored spice that comes from the berries of a Mediterranean bush. A bit of baking soda for body, and another pinch of salt to lift the flavor. Stirring this mixture is truly so rewarding, knowing how it's packed full of nutrients, feeding your body and your microbiome for good health. Once the ingredients are well combined, press and roll into balls for easy placing into the sauté pan later. Now, admittedly, I should have squeezed some of the moisture out of the mixture, like I mentioned. This makes it harder for the ingredients to bind. But now, you know, mistakes are going to happen, right? That is why we practice. Step number 3, make your Persian Tzatziki sauce, a nod to the cuisines of Southeast Europe and the Middle East with a fresh, tangy flavor. Here I added a bit of our fresh mint for that cool sensation on the tongue. Step number 4, we fire our burner to bring our pan to a medium-high heat. To fry the fritters, we want to add a good portion of healthy fat to make sure there's no sticking to the pan. Here I use nutrient-dense fat I separated from the lamb braise earlier. I keep it in the refrigerator. It holds up brilliantly over high heat and adds delicious flavor to the fritters. Place your balls in the pan one at a time, careful of your fingers. And then press to sear. I added 3 fritters here, but you can easily do 4 at a time. Cook about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Okay, admittedly, these fritters aren't holding up as well as they should. This, again, is a result of me not pressing out the moisture earlier. I'm so glad you can benefit from my mistakes. Still, beautiful golden caramelization, right? Placing the lid on the pan for a quick steam can help cook the fritters further and helps keep the oil sprays to a minimum. Sometimes I cook these fritters earlier before serving, and I leave them in the oven to keep warm. This also helps them firm up a bit. I also sometimes add a pinch of finishing salt for further sparkle and crunch. I like to use fleur de sel, flour of salt. On a bed of farmhouse greens, pile your fritters and delicious savory braised lamb shoulder you made earlier. Add a dollop of creamy tzatziki sauce, and a few radish for color and crunch. Delicious and nutritious. Enjoy.